Oh my goodness, I am so glad you are here with me today. Welcome, we've got a good video. Check this out. We've got some dashboard lights on the Subaru coming on. This is bad news. We're gonna be fixing that. Check this out. I've got my little tool that I bought. We're gonna be diagnosing it, figuring out what's going on, and saving huge money. So before we get started, click that like button. Welcome to the channel. Do lots of home projects around the house. See that subscribe button right there? Go ahead and click that. And share this video with somebody that you know, or this channel. That would be awesome. And if you're interested in making real cash, turning your hobbies and skills into money like I'm doing, check out these numbers right here. I'm gonna show you how I did it and how you can do the same thing. Make your own YouTube channel. I have a free course and a master course for you. Check the link in the description below for more information. All right, so let's get started here. We got the owner's manual out. The check engine light is on and this little squiggly line light, the car kind of skidding off, and the cruise control light is also blinking. So we've got three abnormal things. We're gonna read the instruction manual really well to kind of figure out, hey, what's going on? I also called the dealer and said, hey, is this an emergency or not? Can I still drive it or not? And they said, as long as the check engine light is not blinking, you should be good, but you should bring it in at the nearest, at the closest point in time. But I'm gonna bypass that because the owner's manual did say, and I also investigated online, check the gas cap. That maybe it's simply not on tight enough. That can create an emissions signal being sent to the engine, creating these lights to go on. So I checked that, and I still couldn't quite get it off. And so this is the original gas cap for the vehicle, and of course I gave it. I kind of drove it around quite a bit, about 5-10 more miles, to see if those lights just needed time to turn off, and no. I also looked underneath the vehicle. You can see the oil filter there, and also under the hood, just to do a visual inspection to make sure there wasn't any obvious noticeable leaks, that the oil was good to go, that the hoses, there were no cracks in the hoses. There was kind of this checklist, and I'll put links down in the description below for some more information on kind of what exactly I did or where I researched. Because I did hit the internet and, researched a little bit before to see kind of what some common sense things are. I also took off this little engine cover thing. This is a turbo engine that we've got on this Forester. The family wagon with the turbo engine, I love that. And with the flashlight, I also kind of looked around, and I've got this little tool here, and I just fished out any leaves. Good maintenance, but not the cause of the problem. So what I did next, I went online and I bought this diagnostic tool. You've probably seen these ones before. This particular one is super affordable and had great reviews, meaning it was like 20 bucks affordable, or maybe less even. And this is kind of what the pros use to, well, I think they have more sophisticated machines. This is pretty basic, as you'll see, but it totally gets the job done. So I'm gonna take this thing out. I read the instruction manual pretty well, and we're gonna get this thing hooked up to the vehicle. And that will be the second big challenge. You got your fuse box here. You need to actually research where your actual pins are, but let me show you what it looks like we're not gonna put it near the fuse box. There's right here, look at that black thing right there. That's it. It was just kind of staring me in the face. Super accessible. There's no door you have to open. You don't have to deal with the fuse box, with the glove compartment. It's just like right there. And so I took this and I plugged it in, and we're gonna boot this up here in a second, and I'll kind of show you what we're doing. There it is, a little better view here. So you kind of sit down in the driver's seat, or you can squat down outside, and it'll tell you, read the instruction manual again, it'll tell you what to do and what not to do. But we're gonna put the key into the vehicle, and the cord's long enough so it's pretty comfortable. And then we'll follow the instructions. It's actually gonna do a reading here, and it's got lots of different options. A lot of it, honestly, I don't understand because I didn't get that far, or it just really wasn't relevant. But you kind of toggle through here, and you have the ability to read the code that the computer chip is actually presenting. So this is the same number that a professional mechanic would be given. So here it is right there. See that? P04056 or whatever that said. And so you can take that code and you can go online and say, okay, what does this code mean? It'll actually give you some information right here. And this is not a review of the tool per se, so I'm not gonna actually go through all these options here, but it was kind of fun to play around with. Again, all kinds of different options. You can read things live. You can look at different diagnostic pieces. You can delete the codes too, which we'll do actually fairly soon here. But I just wanted to kind of show you around. Okay, but no matter what the options are, the thing that you're after is figuring out that code. So we can go here again, and you can see it says code found 1. There's the light, or the dashboard light errors that we saw earlier. And we can actually see what that stored code is, 0456, P0456. Okay, so that's the important number. That will give you a much clearer understanding of what is happening to your vehicle. So we're gonna take out the plug here, the diagnostic tool. We'll unplug that as per the instruction manual. And we're gonna take that code to Google next and just type that in to see, hey, what else can we specifically learn now that we've got an exact diagnostic tool coming out of the car's computer chip. So we can poke around, watch some other videos to help with that, and read some different articles. Now, one thing that I read was specifically a low-lying fruit was replacing the gas cap. So I went online and I bought a new gas cap thinking that maybe the original one has lost its seal or whatnot. So I got that ordered. It's coming in a couple of days. In the meantime, I'm going to come out to the old gas cap because I do suspect that that's that may be what's wrong, and B, it's low-lying fruit, like I said, something free or super cheap that you can start with instead of bringing it into the mechanic immediately. So I'm going to get some WD-40 and just gently clean the seals from the old gas cap. Keeping in mind, I am not a mechanic whatsoever, but it makes sense to make sure that all dirt and grime is removed from the gas cap area that might be preventing a seal from happening, thus causing the computer chip to read an emissions error. So we'll do that, and maybe that will work, and we have to make sure it's clicked all the way on, right? Sometimes if you put that gas cap back on and don't click it all the way, it's not fully closed. It says click for a reason, right? All right, so to see if that works, we're gonna actually get the diagnostic tool back up. We're gonna bring it back out, and we're gonna click erase codes. Can you see that? It says, are you sure? We say yes. We want that code to be cleared from the computer, I think. And then we're gonna unplug the diagnostic tool again, and we're gonna start up the vehicle to see, okay, now that the code has been cleared, will it present that code again, both initially, and then we'll drive it around a little bit to see if it comes on. And you can see, look at that, the dashboard light is off. We cleared that code. So that's good news, right? We'll put that aside. I'm gonna drive it around a little bit, and then I'm gonna plug it back in to see, hey, is it giving me that same code again, just not presenting? I don't know what I mean. Come on, I'm not a mechanic. This is a DIY channel. We're figuring this out as we go, and we're saving money, baby. Look at that, no code found. So I'm gonna drive this around several miles, probably for a week or so, and just monitor to make sure that light doesn't come back on. Start it up here, and we are good to go back to baseline. Here's the list of things that I did. Again, I'll put a link in the description below, starting with the cheapest and the lowest option. Remember, we ordered that new gas cap, so we would have the option of replacing that if we wanted to for about $8 or so. We could definitely do that just to ensure that, hey, we've got a new gas cap on there. They probably degrade over time, that rubber seal and whatnot. But for the time being, that did solve the problem, and hopefully this video has helped you out. Thanks.